turn?
Yeah.
Alright, ready or not, here we go. Welcome back to another episode of Goonies World. I am Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean. And as usual, I am joined by Meanie, also known as Ryan.
What's up?
And I am also joined by Goonie himself, also known as Colin.
Hey.
And not as usual, we are joined by Lunicorn, also known as Lynn.
Hello!
And Ryan is guiding us through another hellish adventure in the world of Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Yeah. So, I was wondering. I mean, we could start this off and pick up exactly where we left off, and you can run like fuck and try to swim back through the swarm of fish.
See previous episode.
And probably anticlimactically die getting eaten by fish in the underwater passage.
Well, the last time we all died, at least it wasn't anticlimactic. We at least killed each other by being brainwashed, so that was satisfying. But no, I don't want to...
We can try that again.
I don't want to get eaten
kill
by
each other.
Yeah, we could, but I don't want to get eaten by fish.
Yeah.
I mean, and I hate to, at the risk of... So we can do that. And maybe the demons will kill you, maybe the fish will kill you, maybe you'll get out. Maybe you never know. Or we could take it as read that you ran from the demons, survived your escape with the fish, and pick up in crossings sometime later.
I'm not completely opposed to that idea.
No one ever minded railroading when it ended up in their favor.
When it ended up in... Well, I just don't want this to be a 10-minute episode that gets tacked on to the end of the last episode where you all
Because we all died.
Right.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 2 hit points.
I have 3 hit points.
Yeah, and I have a whopping of 5. So, we can assume that we fled.
I definitely would have fled.
Well, I think, yeah. I mean, that seemed to be the plan.
And my fear would have given me extra agility to dodge fish.
And you know what?
And they were full anyway from eating so much dwarf.
If people have a problem with this as like a cop-out, we've already died once, so give us a break.
Yeah, we've already died once.
I pulled the trigger on the TPK, last time.
Last time we played Shadow the Demon Lord in our previous incarnation. But yes, we don't want to die yet. We have too much to do. We ran from the dungeon.
That will, however, necessitate a quick level up.
Wow, we just leveled up.
That was so amazing.
Wow.
It was awesome. Woo! Woohoo!
Yeah. That releases the endorphins.
So, you've escaped the shrine, and made your way back to crossings, and of course, it's been some time since your last adventure, and you're all healed up and such. You have no damage or whatever, and you've done some shopping and such as well.
That's right. I bounced back. To the brink of death there for a minute.
Yeah, I still wanted to make a correction to the last episode where I said I only had 5 hit points, or I had way more than that left.
Yeah, he wouldn't want you to think he's just some kind of a pansy with 5.
Well, if it sounded like it was short, it was, because he did. I was looking at my defense like an idiot instead of my health. So
I, however, really did have only 2 hit points left.
Yeah, me too. I only really did have 3.
3, right? Yeah. That's,
We was almost dead.
as much hit points as I actually had, we still couldn't have beaten those demons. Or what were they? Mini demons?
Tiny demons.
Tiny,
Little
tiny.
teeny tiny demons, even smaller than the dwarf.
We still would have been dead.
Yeah, death by tiny demon. It's not where Dirk Bucklehite wanted to go out.
Punch me harder, tiny
Demon.
demon.
I was just thinking of that myself. I should have joined in harmony, but
Well, I was sure I'm not anywhere near one key. But we are back now in the city of Crossings, where Dirk has lived,
oh yeah.
and of course
Born and
Rusty is from there as well.
Born and raised, I think.
I don't know where exactly Tegan's from, but
Well, Tegan is from the mountains. Even though she didn't spend her whole life there, she spent some time against her will with some giant. But yeah, she's really kind of separated from her people, and she's a little bit of a loner, and spends a lot of time now wandering around.
So that's why you don't like the giants.
Giant bastards! I can't wait. One of these days, I'll get my revenge.
Someday we can go up against the giants.
Now, don't you have any hard feelings against me because I'm tall, okay?
You're not a giant.
Well,
so
I am pretty... You can call me a giant, I am pretty
pain
large.
Yeah, giant pain in the ass is what you are. Ever since I wound you up.
I mean, you should see me when I get that dream grease on me, I'm oh, man, you don't want to mess with me.
I don't think I want to see that.
No, unfortunately, you probably,
It's lucky for you.
now that we're back in the city, you probably be hitting everybody up for dream grease.
Yeah, I already have, there's a shortage right now, Otherwise, well, boy, yeah.
well, so you find yourselves, or I don't know. I mean, maybe Tegan's out wandering around, but perhaps Dirk has invited everyone to the Fallen Soldier,
Of course I did.
the everyone's favorite tavern here in Grievings area of Crossings.
They love me. I'm a regular.
I've been doing some wandering, but I'll definitely meet up with my friend Dirk. He's a pretty good guy.
That's right.
This place hates me because I never pay for anything as I don't drink or eat. And they always tell me to get the hell out, and I don't because I just want to sit here.
Well, tell you what, why don't you just buy a drink and then I'll drink it for you? There you go.
Yeah, they usually
Very
have
simple solution.
I used to pay no matter what, even though I don't get nothing from
So
it.
somebody might as well get something.
Yeah.
I look at it like I'm taking the hit for you because I'm consuming harmful alcohol that otherwise would be meant for you. And so I'm happy to drink your drink.
You really are a giver.
But,
Well, I invited him here,
only if they ask me, several times, and then I'll pay up.
Well, it's just important to me that things be fair, you understand?
I get it, yeah.
Both when it benefits others and when it benefits me. I like win-win situations. I like seeking them out. That's why I invited you here to the Fallen Soldier. Glad you came. Have a seat.
You got some sort of, business opportunity
I
or
wanted to
something?
see. I wanted to see my friends, my new friends, my adventure club. Look at me. What do you think of this hard leather armor I bought, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. Yeah, that's right. You good?
It's always funny that you guys don't have a metal armor. You just,
I got a metal soul, my brother.
you're just so vulnerable.
Looks like I'm not the only one with some new duds. Looks like little Tegan's got herself tricked out there too.
Yes. Those fishies really scared me last time, so I'm a little bit better protected now.
All right. Well, I almost hate to ask. We got those shards in the bowl shoved into the bag last time. Is that why we have this stuff? Because we sold them and we got a little money, or do we still have those things?
Those shards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you still have them.
Okay. Now, what I invited you here just to talk about is what we gonna do about them shards, eh?
They still got the shine, or is it dulled some?
You tell me, and I'll look around and then open up the bag real quick and see if they're shining and close it up.
Yeah, they look the same as when you picked them up.
They look just the same to me, to my magical eyes.
All right. Well, anyway, that's
And it's possible perhaps that you've done some that Tegan has done some research on these things and learned some things in the interim.
yeah. I figured you probably did. Being a mighty sorceress and all.
Yeah, I do like to learn.
And the rumors are that these were created in ancient times by fairy folk, and they may be used, and you use it by consuming it. And in doing so, you basically get more spells that you can cast. Yeah, I mean, basically increases your magical ability.
Excellent.
You need a big glass of milk to take one of those shards down.
Yeah.
But,
I'll just crunch it up real good.
But there's got to be a but.
well, there is a but.
There's a big but. There's always a big but.
There's a big but. And the big but is that apparently sometimes upon consumption, rather than granting the desired effect, it instead will do horrible things to the person it has consumed.
That seems fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Wasn't one of you who said to me last time I saw you all that, there's always a price. There's always a price to pay.
Oh, yeah.
For power and glory.
And that apparently that price to pay is typically some sort of mutation.
Yeah.
Now, if I were you, I'd not make that risk. I'd try to sell those off. But you magic types are all the same. You can't help it. You're gonna eat those gems right up, aren't you?
My curiosity certainly is piqued. Not deny it.
Maybe
I
I'll eat
know
a gem. I could stand to use a few spells, huh?
Now, does it work for people that don't know any spells to begin with?
Maybe I don't want a gem. The dwarf's looking at me funny now. Hey, take all the gem. See, it's already starting to cause problems. I say we sell this stuff. That's what I say. Maybe save yourself a gem.
Maybe just one or two.
Just a nibble.
Yeah, just a little snack.
Just a little peek.
Just a little snack.
Just a little peek. I've heard this story before. No, I haven't.
You haven't?
Yeah.
One or two.
But Rusty has.
Rusty had. Just a little peek is all.
Just a little. Actually, she wanted to sniff, as I recall.
Sniff, that's right. Just a
And
little sniff.
she wanted to sniff the power, and so
Sniff the power.
Rat had his socks in the bag,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the stench would have overwhelmed.
Yeah, take this.
so you had to try to take the socks out, and that's when you
Oh, that's right. I accidentally hit.
you accidentally hit him and touched him, and it caused the explosion. But they don't know that because you were completely innocent of it. It had nothing to do with you.
Yes.
And so you walk into the Fallen Soldier, and there are a few tables here. You may sit at one or sit at the bar. Quirion is as ever manning the bar with his blistered neck.
I'll go over to my regular corner table, which I'm assuming is available.
Sure.
I'm very popular. Very popular. And, I'll wave at the guy, but he probably doesn't even wave back. I'm not as popular as I think I am.
He gives you a nod.
Oh, yeah. I give him a nod right back. Yeah, that's how we do. A little nod here among men. Have a seat. Honey, sweetheart, come on over here. Nice round of big brown tall ones from me and my friends here. I'll drink his.
So, now Quirion doesn't typically have help. I don't, but today he actually does. It's actually a little odd.
I got an instinct about these things.
Yeah, there's a sort of serving lady. She
Wench.
looks like she's probably 12 or something.
Oh, well, maybe not so much of a wench yet.
But she walks over and just kind of stands dead-eyed, impatiently waiting for you. Sorry, what did you...
All right, listen, kid. I want you to listen carefully. 3 tall ones, all right? Tall brown ones.
Okay.
That's right, the good stuff now.
She walks off and
Wow. I'm not tipping her.
brings back
12 is no excuse.
3 mugs of ale.
All
She
right.
puts on the table.
That was actually pretty quick. Maybe there you go. Here's a little something extra for you.
All right, well, she takes your coins and goes back.
Well, was that Quirion's daughter or something? Or maybe his wife? You never know.
You never know. Don't ask. Hey, kids got to work in this neighborhood, you know. This is not the... We might be doing well for ourselves, but overall, the neighborhood, not so much.
Yeah, this place is garbage.
Well,
So we want to sell these gems or what?
I think I want a snack first.
listen. Eat your gem, alright? But seriously, have a nice warm glass of goat's milk or something. It's gonna be jagged on the way down. I don't know if you got some kind of thing where you powder it up and say some rituals over it and yada yada yada, but, you know, maybe one since, but that's one
Or maybe two. Maybe,
No.
maybe
Oh,
two.
Maybe-
she's hungry one.
Look, we deduct, by the way, the cost of whatever that would have been, and you get that correspondingly smaller amount left from the treasure when we sell
If
it.
the first one does something bad, then we'll do a second one.
That's right. Well, you're not gonna do a second
But
one.
if it does something good, then I will take that as my boon.
You're gonna take the first one, and then 2.5 hours later, you're gonna think it's not working, and you're gonna take the second one, and then later, you're gonna freak out, and your eyeballs are gonna explode.
That's possible, but yeah.
So I don't know about the insides of you, but so I think what's going to happen is you eat a gemstone, and it's going to tear right through you, and that's
Well, that's not what my research indicated.
Well, you can't argue with the she's the expert here. Well,
like I said, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I guess we'll be safe trying it out here. We're in a public place. Hey, sweetheart, can you bring over some warm goat's milk, please?
Huh? What's warm go? Oh, you okay?
Quick glass of warm goat's milk. Thank
Stop rolling your eyes. I don't like
Gosh.
it. We've already had a gross encounter with eyeballs earlier. It's too much.
Gosh.
It's triggering us.
Okay.
Wow.
Jeez.
Some people just don't discipline their kids anymore. That's the problem.
That's right, they're so entitled.
I know. When I was a kid, my belt right across my back for the slightest bit of lip. And look how great I got raised. Look at me now.
Oh no, she comes back with some warm milk. You don't know whether it's goat's milk or not, but she says,
Don't worry about it.
"Here you go, boomer."
Wow. That's Mr. Bowman to you. Entitled little shit.
Technically, I think he's an Xer, not a boomer.
You don't know me. I'm a socialist. Back in the day, I was involved in riots, all kinds of things. But we don't want to get into all that right now.
All right, so you're gonna actually let Tegan eat one of these things?
Well, I don't know about lead, but
I'm gonna go let out some extra grease fluid I have. Just go to the bathroom.
To help her lube it down, or just
To be away from the table.
to not be privy to. Yeah, got it.
Let out some oil.
no, I'm too curious. All right, I'll take one of the.
I'll watch from a distance.
All right, I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out one of the shards and I'll drop it right there in the milk. All right, there you go. Drink up, Tegan.
Okay, here we go. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Roll a d6. All right, you gain 5 castings, and whenever you go to cast a spell, oh god damn! Whenever you go to cast a spell, you can expend a number of castings equal to the spell's rank in place of expending castings from the spell.
That makes perfect sense to me.
And if the spell deals damage, it deals 2d6 more damage.
That's the part I understand right there.
Okay, so gains 5 castings. I basically add that to my.
No, so what it's saying is, when you go to cast one of these, rather than expending one of these castings, you can expend one of these.
Okay, and then okay.
So that's like a pool of free spells, basically.
Right, expend in lieu.
That's as far as you need to go into that pool.
Casting
Stay in the kiddie portion of the pool.
points.
And
And it adds 2d6
to
damage?
any attack type spell, yeah.
Ow. And is this a permanent alteration? In other words, do I, once those 5 are gone, do
They're-
I regain
No,
them?
no. It's just the effects of eating the thing. Once those 5 are gone, they're gone.
They're gone. Okay.
And so the 2d6 damage only applies if you expend one of those. The extra 2, you know what I mean? Because it's like some extra powerful free spell
Sure.
type deal.
I think we should keep a couple more of these shards. I won't eat
Oh,
them right
oh.
now. How many are there?
I'm gonna go back to the
Not so
table.
many that you could be chomping them down like popcorn, you know.
Well, I'm not talking popcorn here, but, maybe it's a special treat every once in a while.
If you're
but-
good,
There are 2 left, by the way.
There's only 2 left, so let's just wait and see.
if you're extra good, and
Okay.
you might get a treat.
But you might not get a treat, even if you're really good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sometimes you just got to be good because that's what's the right thing to do. And I've always believed in doing the right thing.
Well, honor is also very important to me. I would say it's my number 1 value.
Good. Then honor dictates that you don't eat anymore.
Well, I don't think that that's true.
That's the problem with honor. It could be twisted.
Yes. Yes, it can.
All right. So now that we're agreed that you're twisted, we're not going to let you eat any more.
You
Sharts.
feel any different?
I'm not agreeing to that. I do feel a little different. I somehow just feel, I don't know, like there's a little more of the magic power coursing through.
Yeah, and when you swallowed it, you could feel like just waves of
quickening.
magical power
Like it's
coursing through your body.
Infusing
Yeah.
with the magic that's already there. It's actually pretty cool.
Something about when magic users start going on, they get real creepy real fast when they just talk about power. And you can tell in their eyes they want more of it, and always goes bad.
Look, if we had 12 crystal shards, I'd say, hey, give her another crystal shard. But no, we have 2 left. So once we...
Just save them for later.
All right, fine, we'll save them for later. Later on, we'll talk about how we get rid of these when she's not around. Okay?
I thought you liked honor.
All right, let's just lighten up and enjoy a drink, okay?
All right.
All right, let's just have our beer. All right, everybody. Cheers. Cheers to our adventure so
Cheers.
far. All right, there we go. Oh, wait, let me drink yours there, metal man. All right. Watch this, 2 at once. Here we go. Hey!
2 fists in them.
That reminds me of a story from my previous career. Never mind.
I don't think we want to hear that.
No, you
story.
don't. I don't even want to remember it. I don't know why I brought it up.
That's disgusting.
And from the bar, you hear, "Oh, is that you, Rusty? It looks like you. I haven't seen you in ages. Where you been, mate?" Says querying the barman, the bartender.
Oh, I've been around. I just not here around. I was in a dungeon sort of place. Lost track of time, but I'm back now.
Oh, were you traveling around with a little goblin and that little fairy guy?
His name was Rodent, and the other guy's name was Raven.
Rodent and Raven. Well, sounds about right to me, I suppose.
I'm sure it is.
But you did good things here. It seemed like.
Well, yes, but they backstabbed me, and
Well, those bastards.
yeah, I'm still real hurt about it.
From what I hear, there might have been a magical statue involved, So I'm his new partner. How you doing? Dirk Bucklehide.
Yes, I see you. Is that your real name?
Well, yeah, my real name from birth. Real coincidence, eh?
Quite, I would say.
That's right.
And who's your other little friend?
I'm Tegan Stormstone.
Interesting. I haven't seen you around before. I think I've seen This other fellow.
Can we get a little booster seat for her?
You might need one for both of them.
I was gonna say, I don't think that Mr. Dirk over there is a whole lot taller than I am.
No, but what I lack in
Just
height, I
saying.
make up for with spunk. And I mean, you know... Damn it.
What I
I'm at Moxie, you know. Courage, spirit, you know. Good spot.
Told you we don't want to hear about your previous profession.
So Quirion comes out from behind the bar and walks up to the table to talk to you guys a little bit. And first thing, he gets closer and he's oh, that you've got quite a magnificent belly there, lass.
Oh, I thank you for noticing.
I got one I've been working on for quite a while myself.
See, it's pretty nice. I like it.
I've been meaning to ask you what you've got in there, in that belly. What do you keep in there?
It's just the regular belly stuff. Same stuff
Belly stuff.
that everybody keeps in their belly.
It's all meat to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so more meat. You got meat on top of meat, just
Yes.
filled with meat.
And juice.
Yes, it's a
Well,
great
juice.
mark of honor among my people to have a belly like mine, and also to have good facial hair, which I also have.
So I was kind of afraid to ask. I kind of thought that was normal, but I mean, so it's just a dwarf thing that you've got here.
It's a dwarf thing. You wouldn't understand.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, mostly I don't even pay attention to.
You can tell a lot
Gender.
about a dwarf by the quantity and quality of their facial hair.
I usually like to keep myself clean shaven, you know. So you can see that pretty face. I like these sideburns here, they'll look pretty nice, huh?
Well, sometimes I have to take some sandpaper and rub off some little bits of metal that's sharp, you know.
Yeah, every now and then you just gotta rub one off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's what she said.
Okay.
And so Quirion kind of leans down to the table and sort of begins whispering conspiratorially. And he's asked, "So, now you just got back in town. You might not have heard about the explosion over in Perth."
Oh, no, I didn't hear about that.
Do tell.
Well, I don't know much about it. They've tried to sort of quarantine the whole area because after the explosion, it seems that the dead just started wandering about.
And that's unusual. I think I know that much.
I know that much.
That's an understatement.
Yes, it's very
Rusty.
strange.
Some
Very
kind of
strange.
explosion.
Unusual to have the dead walking
So, is there
about.
any money, in this hunting down the dead? Maybe cleaning up that part of town.
I'm not certain. I believe the brown cloaks are on it, but
Oh, they're
You
no
know.
good.
I'm not sure how they're getting on. Not much news coming out of Perth these days.
Are you saying purse?
Yes, it's like the rich part
Like
of
a
town.
nice neighborhood, yeah.
Well, Perse, it's been a while since I've been around those parts. I don't think I'm shiny enough to, But, right now they got their hands full, looks like, and maybe we could
Take a look at the...
look around and see if there's any opportunity.
Always a little opportunity in the midst of chaos. Maybe it's fate that brought us back together here, you know.
Yeah, we seemed to do okay last outing that we had, except for the end part, but,
Somehow miraculously we made it back here alive.
by the skin of our
it's
teeth.
The beginning that kind of.
Wait, skin of my teeth. What am I saying? I've never heard that phrase in my life.
Well, at the beginning you did get eaten by a fish, of
I
course.
did. I got nimbled all over the place until I was almost dead.
But, now...
But we
now-
got the jewels, and you ate one, and so...
It's true. Now I'm
How you gonna taste it even
throbbing
better?
with power.
Well, you're scaring me,
Yeah,
all right.
calm down.
Yeah, let's not get hysterical, you know.
Okay, so, you know, we could go look
We
around.
could take a look at the site of the explosion, you know, maybe there.
Yeah, there could be a reward to find out what exactly happened, you know. The brown cloaks might be paying. So,
No, I mean, I was just sharing some gossip. I didn't expect you to necessarily do anything about it, but if
well,
you,
I
if
know
you want to.
when I hear adventure, I know it. You know, there was times when I was reluctant. You know, we'd just talk and before we went out and did anything. And now we're just straight to action, right?
That's right. But, you know, before my old man told me get out, you know, he said to me, keep your ears open, kid. Keep your eyes and ears open. You make your own luck. You gotta keep your eyes and ears open for opportunities.
Anywhere there's dead folks, where once there was living folks, someone's honor could be in danger. It's the honorable thing to check it out, because it's not normal to have dead folks living where live folks was living.
No, it doesn't seem fair, and, you know, but, you know, a nice reward wouldn't hurt, but I feel like I should at least help out the situation.
I should say so.
I think we showed some talent in going at some kind of heavy magic's involved, obviously. We showed some talent in that area. So, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to check it out unless something else comes up here. For all we know, there could be thousands of things in this town. Opportunity could be everywhere. Of course, it is.
Well, if you want to go that route, I suppose I can't stop you, but you might want to gather as much information as possible beforehand.
Yeah, what do you think we ought to ask there, barkeep?
Well, I don't know. The brown cloaks guarding the entrance into Purse might even have some information. I'm not sure.
And, anyone, like, you know, have any experience fighting dead people?
Nobody I know for sure.
Not me, no.
Yeah, it seems like they'd be easy to kill, but you never know. There could be special precautions to take. So, but the brown cloaks would be able to give us some info, I think.
Yeah, that's right. We'll send Tegan up to talk to him, you know. Get that soft touch. I don't want to intimidate him, you know.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you might intimidate him too a little
scare
bit.
him off.
Maybe a little bit you might intimidate him.
But then again, you know, the way this little lassie talks, you know, maybe it's better if I go and get, you know, I'll handle it.
What are you trying to say there, Rusty? I don't like your implication.
He doesn't like squeaky high voices.
Yeah, so like, sort of like vibrations that come out of that hole in your face, and it vibrates my gears around, and
Well, that sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me.
yeah. Plus, I'm just I've got a lot of experience, you know, talking. So
Why don't we figure it out in a moment when we get there? Let's go find these brown clothes guarding the spot, and then we'll talk to them.
I think that I am more humble than you are. You are just a little bit, what's the word that I'm looking for?
yeah.
Overbearing, full of yourself.
Sort of a
Kind of a know-it-all.
yeah, you know, sort of abrasive,
Yeah,
you know, bossy.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be another good
Sometimes
example. You know,
authority figures respond a little better to someone that's more humble and not quite so, I know everything and you know nothing.
that's why I can't talk to him. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wasn't particularly listening to what you guys were just saying. I'm already out the door, and so
You guys,
it's up to you to follow.
All right.
you guys leave some half drink and.
No, we
drinking?
don't.
No, you don't. You finish them all. Okay. Before leaving, you finish off your mugs of ale and proceed out the
goat
door.
milk.
And goat milk. Well, that was consumed earlier. But yeah, you head out the door, and it's kind of a long walk. I mean, just kind of on the opposite side of town. You're kind of on the east side of town, and Purse is kind of all the way to the northwest. But you know, it's not a huge town, so it doesn't take super long to get there. but you're going down kind of the main road that bisects the city, like the north and south half of the city, and you've left Grievings now, and but you see you're just on the other side of kind of the wall, and you see a clockwork that looks kind of familiar, sitting with his back up against a building, kind of in an alley.
Is that your daddy, Rusty?
Don't be silly. No, I don't think so.
Rusty? Did you say Rusty? And he looks over.
Now you outed me.
Oh, you know this guy.
Rusty, have you got any dream grease? Just a little bit.
I already did all mine, got real greased up. It was great. Sorry, though, I don't have any for you. Oh, man, it was great.
Well, if you see any more...
Yeah, if you're falling on hard times, I always see you.
It's just all the dream grease.
Yeah.
I just need more. I feel like if I just could get one more, then I could finally, kick it.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, sure.
Yeah, well, sorry, buddy. Yeah, keep on begging.
Well, if you see anybody who's got some, just send them my way. I won't be going nowhere, all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You won't.
Yeah, you're starting to look a little stiff there. Your gears are slowing down. And, looks like you're not going to be going anywhere, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's just, it hurts all my gears to move around.
Rusty, why do you have to be so insensitive all the time?
You still want some dream grease after seeing this sad display?
Look, if you want to know why it seems like I'm being a real jerk, it's because I've had my feelings hurt. I had my last two party members betray me and try to kill me for nothing. So now I'm...
Did they try to kill you for dream grease?
No, I don't think so. They weren't clodwords. They were just assholes. No.
I didn't know the robots had feelings.
See, now that's really hurtful.
Oh,
You just don't know anything about
I'm
us.
sorry.
You don't care about us at all. Nobody does.
I'm always willing to be educated if my knowledge has holes in it.
Well, for now, I'm putting up a barrier, and I'm just gonna be a real pain in the ass, and you just have to deal with it.
You mean starting now you're going to be a pain in the ass?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I just want to make clear. All right.
Well, if you find any dream grease, just remember...
Why don't you shut up? We've already heard your story. You want dream grease.
All right. Well,
So I told him off.
Poor Rusty's dad.
Not my daddy.
Once again, not my dad.
as you leave Gears to his fate.
Your old man is messed up.
And you do arrive in Perth, which has clearly been quarantined, and all the entrances are manned by angry-looking brown cloaks.
Whoa. I'm just going to have to sneak through, I think.
No, I'm so fumed, you better go talk to them. I think I'd just piss them off.
Go up there, Tegan, and see what you can find out.
But I'll come
Okay.
along as well just to see what
All
happens.
right, well, try not to be too grumpy and off-putting.
Meanwhile, I'm going to think about some way we might be able to get through there.
Okay. Hi, good evening, Mr. Brown Cloaks.
Hello, what do you need?
Well, we heard rumors about some very scary things that might be happening in the town of Perth, and we just wanted to know if maybe we could help.
Well, you don't look like you could be much help. It's called the gibbering fever, is what's being called. Not sure what's caused it, but it all happened after the explosion.
Hey there, mister. I'm gonna get up, walk up.
Yeah,
I don't get diseases. I heard you talking about them. So, that's something, right? You'd let me in, right?
I suppose that would make a certain amount of sense. I don't know what business you got in there. I mean, there's the dead all wandering around. It seems like, you
Clean up. That's my job. I could take all those dead people out and just rebury them, and then be done with it, and and then everyone would pay me, because this is a rich sort of neighborhood, I think. And the two little fellows would help me.
Well, I don't know if I could let them in.
Well, do you know anything about dwarfs? They don't. They're hardy. They're very hardy.
Very hard, particularly against poisons.
That's right, we're very hardy people, we
So,
dwarves.
If this is
Yeah, this one's a little
possibly
weird-looking
related
dwarf.
to poison, then I am.
Where's your
very
beard, then?
resilient.
What? I just shaved it off. I had lice. Would you believe it?
He's a dwarven exile. He was forced to cut his beard and leave the tribe.
You had to bring that up. It was a great shame to me, but
He
yes.
got in trouble.
Why don't you just give me a little cut and then pour some lemon juice in it while you're at it?
Well, I'm just trying to help our situation. We need to get in, and dwarfs, they're not going to catch some human disease, and
That's
I'm
right.
certainly not
No.
going to catch it.
Just humans, no. Weaklings all over.
Well, I've got to be honest, I haven't seen any dwarves who've caught the gibbering fever.
Now, there you go.
Not
There
a
you
lot of
go.
dwarves in the
They
purse,
don't.
however.
They can't even gibber.
That's right. We're born, we can't really gibber. It's a difference, we've got in our makeup and our jaw. No gibbering.
Well, I should probably warn you, though, just in case you are susceptible to it. As if I do let you in,
I wasn't sure what gibbering means.
if either of your dwarven friends begin sort of ranting and raving, that means they've caught it. And they're going to continue doing that until they fall over dead from exhaustion. And then they will rise and walk the streets. As so many others have, unfortunately.
Well, that'll never happen to me.
So back up a little bit.
I think
so
this one's
there was
immune
an
anyway.
Explosion,
Yes.
right? Okay. And then after the explosion, what exploded first of all?
Well, we're not sure exactly what exploded. It was apparently in Catandramus's house. That's where the explosion came from. And we've sent, of course,
Catandromus?
Catandramus. Yes,
Catandromus. What a name.
Penticus Catandramus. You've never heard of him.
Penticus. Well, the name rings a bell. Penticus Catandromus.
Anyway, we don't know the source of the explosion just yet. We've sent Randolphus and his henchmen into the...
Yeah, we could take a look at that and see as well. Probably have more luck.
Yeah, probably. Being dwarves and all.
Well, I suppose I can... let's see.
Yeah, sure you can.
I don't even know if we want to go in this place. It sounds pretty awful. I'm having...
Quiet. Quiet.
You guys, you already talk a lot.
You're the only one talking a lot right now, buddy.
Well, you run your mouth.
But I know when to close it. Now's the time. Now's the time to smile.
All right, so am I letting you in here then?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, how about, giving us some provisions and stuff up front, help us out.
Well, what sort of
Well,
provisions?
I don't know. Something, money.
I haven't got any money.
All right, yeah, go ahead and let us in there, pal. We take full responsibility, and we're not doing it for the money. I want to work for free.
I don't have a great feeling about this, and yeah. All right, go on.
Hi-ho,
If you end up dead-
it's off to work we go.
We
your
don't
fault.
really sing that song. It's nowhere.
Isn't that a stereotype,
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It's considered racist. It once was okay to sing that song, but now it's kind of fallen out of favor.
Okay,
I heard that somewhere.
you got it, big guy.
You sure do know an awful lot about dwarven culture for a robot.
Maybe you were a dwarf. You said you used to be a human, but maybe you used to be a dwarf.
Maybe it's hard to tell, except, I don't have memories of my height, so I think it could have been.
So you guys enter the Purse neighborhood, and
Very nice.
it is very nice. And one of the largest and nicest houses sits atop the highest hill, and as such is visible from just about everywhere in the district.
We gotta get this neighborhood back to normal so I can come back here and burglarize it.
And that would appear to be, on even just quick visual inspection, the source of the explosion, as it has now in a state. I mean, it's not like smoking or anything, but it is in a somewhat shocking state. The roof is clearly collapsed, and yeah, it's. You're guessing that's where it came from.
Anyone want to place bets on what happened? I'm going to put all my money on magic.
Somebody ate one too many shards, I think, is what happened.
Yeah.
And sharded.
Yeah, chaos sharts are the worst.
That's right. That's like, should be a disease, right? Like they've got the bloody flux and the gibbering madness. They should have
Chaos sharts.
Chaos shards.
So, you can explore the area if you like. You can go straight to the what is almost obviously the source of
I think we go right to ground zero.
Yeah, I agree. Because, people would have been too fearful to go in there, right? Looters and whatnot. There's a lot of stuff in there just for the taking. And we're just the ones to take it and help people out at the same
Your
time.
whole mission was to help people. Why are you always talking about robbing people?
Well, it's my professional
Why-
interest right now. I'm a thief.
Why did you think that about him?
I don't.
I really do care about people. I really do. I just think that I can have the best of all worlds. I'm very optimistic. I believe I can help people and enrich myself. It's enlightened self-interest. It's what it is.
Of
course you've got a name for it.
He does have a name for it, doesn't he?
Yeah, they always do.
Well, there's a name for everything. Something's not real until it doesn't have a name, until it has a name. Haven't you read the Book of the New Gods? I've read it forward and backward 5 times.
No.
Clockworks don't have gods. Except for, well, no, we don't. It's nonsense.
I don't know if you know what you're talking about. There's probably a whole big thing about clockwork religion that no one's ever taught you.
Yeah, it never told me nothing about it.
You should have gone to church. Maybe you'd know something.
So we're going
Towards the house, towards Penticus Diabolus.
Catandromus.
Penticus Catandramus.
All right.
Towards his fine lair here in the Purse District.
Now, well, I guess I don't have to tell you that.
Uh-oh.
When you manage to climb the hill, to the house, which is surrounded by a fence, the gate is open, however,
There you go.
and a path leads to the front door, which is closed.
Ah, that's too bad, because if the door was open, legally speaking, we'd be just fine. But instead, why don't you go ahead and just give it a good hard shove there.
Yep. I'm gonna do my thing.
All right, well, you get up on the porch.
Oh, check for traps. Always check for traps. If it looks stupid, I'll still do it.
Well, as a thief, I could tell you that checking for traps is highly overrated. Things are almost never trapped.
Would you like to, regardless, or pretend to?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend to check for. Well, luckily, everything's fine. I just thought I'd check it out for you there.
All right.
Says there's no traps.
So you can go ahead and open it because there's no traps.
Might I suggest knocking?
I'm gonna kick it open. Aha!
All right, well, you kick the door open, which reveals a staircase down.
Whoa. Good thing you got another one of those torches. Let's light it up.
All right. Sparking up a torch.
Unless they've left like a whole light on down there or something, Some people like to leave a little wall sconce going with a little candle.
It's dark.
All right.
And so who's going first?
Oh, middleman here. I'll be right behind him, though. Right behind him, every step of the way.
All right, well, Rusty begins going down the stairs then, I assume. And shortly comes to a landing, which has two... So you come down the stairs, and there's this landing which has staircases down further on the right and left, on your right and left.
We've got a choice to make.
I find it best to usually go left in these situations.
Yeah,
Pray for some sort of symmetrical design that will bring us back, more or less to this spot later, hopefully, but you never know.
I actually agree with you. I take left always.
All right, so you go down the stairs to the left.
Well, you can never forget, on the way back, you just always turn right.
And you find yourself in a good-sized rectangular room, and you also are able... you can see that had you gone the other way, you would have ended up in the same room, just over there instead. The room seems basically empty. There are hallways leading off to the left and the right, and then directly in front of you. But there is a huge, elaborate mosaic on the floor.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Which depicts a horned demon skull.
In a dark kind of a way.
You wouldn't league with the Demon Lord.
Oh, Demon Lords. Psh, no, I'm with the new gods all the way, baby.
Well, I wouldn't have judged you.
Look at that thing. That's a beauty. That's a work of art, though. You gotta admit. That's some fine craftsmanship there,
This guy was really into this sort of stuff.
Yeah, he was. Well, it looks like he paid the price. Wonder where he is after causing all this trouble.
See, these guys are causing all kinds of mischief. These
Careful there, Tegan's one of them.
Yeah, well, who... Now, you tell us right now.
What the hell?
Who's your god?
You're a sorceress. No, I ain't saying I'm saying don't offend her. She's one of them. She's one of the good ones,
Well, let's make sure she's one of the good ones.
My dwarves are the ancient dwarven gods of old, same as all of my brethren.
Okay, dwarvens.
Yeah, dwarves can't be evil,
Well, I know that they don't worship any dwarven demon lords, so she's probably all right.
I don't think such a thing exists.
Well, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of strange things out there in the world.
So let's have a look here.
Yeah, let's have a closer look at this room.
It does indeed seem to be empty, other than the mosaic depicting the demon skull.
That's nice. Any other ways out of here?
Yes.
You probably mentioned already.
I did. There are, other than going back up the stairs,
Never.
there are exits in each of the cardinal directions: west, south, and east. Stairs to the north.
I actually want to, before we leave, I want to just check out this. What is it called? A mosaic?
Mosaic, yes.
I want to step foot on it.
Okay.
Is there anything?
No,
I was actually gonna advise against that, but okay.
but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so
Now dance.
I want to search around. Maybe there's a trap door or something.
Make a perception roll.
I'm assuming you mean.
Perception. Which is the last little thing down there underneath intellect.
Oh, okay. Now we're trying
He's
to
got a
get.
different character sheet. 'Cause of stuff.
Well, I found it though, but
All right.
are we rolling under that?
No, I should add it, I believe.
Oh,
Add the bonus,
Oh.
whatever it is.
well, it's a -1, so I got a 16.
Yeah, that's still sufficient. And yeah, you there doesn't seem to be any sort of secret doors or anything like that, trap doors.
All right. Now, which way did we want to go?
Well, usually I say, left, but the stairs are interesting. I always like stairs.
The stairs will go back up. That's where you came down.
Oh, that's the other. Okay, never mind. I got turned around for a minute. Let's go to the one that's directly across from the stairs.
What happened to always going left?
Yeah, I like being lured forward though. I like the thing of directly opposite.
Yeah, but
I think
we
you
might.
better pick a strategy.
Let's check out the
and
left
stick with
just
it.
in case.
All right, check out the left then. I don't feel strongly enough about it to debate the point.
I don't like leaving anything left alone, and then we...
On the left?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so if you're facing south, then left is going to be east. And you walk off down the hallway to the east, which goes for a while, then makes a 90-degree turn to the south, and spits you into an even larger room than the one you were in before. And there are just like the floor of this room is covered with pillows that just they're dirty and just covered in goo and ooze.
Whoa. I don't want to know too much about what went on in here.
And there's
Why don't you smell them, though? Tell me about it.
there's
That's one of the senses I'm missing, so, I was curious.
I'm a pillow sniffer. Is anyone going to sniff the pillows?
No.
No, definitely not.
All right.
I ain't no kind of pillow sniffer.
Well, suit yourself.
So there's a hallway leading out of this room to the west, and there are three to the south. There's kind of one in the middle that's wider, and then two archways on either side of the hallway to the south that lead somewhere.
Well,
Which way's left?
because we've decided to go to the leftmost one.
The leftmost on the south wall.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the one right here.
Yeah, I got a feeling in my bones.
This leads to,
Riches.
yep.
Glory.
All right, so you walk through
Death.
you walk through the archway, and it leads to a sort of narrow hallway with barred cells
For the shitty bards
On
that
either
couldn't write songs good.
on either side.
Okay.
Who's anybody in the cells? Hello.
There are not currently.
All right. Well, let's make sure we don't end up in these cells.
Yes, agree.
Nothing else in here.
No, and then it just sort of dead ends.
All right.
All right. Turn around. Go through the second to left.
Our other
door.
left.
Well, there were three. Right? Three archways.
Yeah.
So let's go through the middle archway.
All right.
All right. So you go through the... Well, there's not... hold on, let me double check. Yeah, so the middle one's not an archway, it's just a normal hallway.
Ah, okay. Let's check the other archway and then look at the big hallway.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, so the other archway is exactly laid out exactly like the other one. It's just a narrow hallway with cells, with barred cells.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a pattern here where everything's mirrored. We don't even need to check out both sides of this place, just one. It'll be the same.
Yeah, we can safely assume that.
All right, down in the center then. Right down in the middle.
All right. It's going to take just a second.
Well, the listener does not hear our nervousness as our game master is flipping through the monsters
Through the
section
monster
of
section.
the
That's
Shadows of the
true.
Demon Lord book, available at your friendly local gaming store.
So you enter the hallway here, the center hallway, and the floor switches to tile. And as you step on it, things crack beneath your feet a little bit, little shards of what appear to be bone. And the floor is streaked with blood. And you get about...
I don't think that's a design choice.
And you see, coming into focus at the end of your torchlight, like a 9-foot tall creature that, upon noticing you, immediately begins coming in your direction.
No, thank you.
And You think? Okay. Yeah, I would say that is a good spot to wrap it up, and another cliffhanger that will actually probably not just bullshit our way out.
Yes, we're full health.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Loaded with spells, loaded with shards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're kind of a lot more badass just from the fucking shard, really. I mean, that's powerful shit.
I'm not gonna end up like that Raven fellow or whatever his real name was. Raven the Great.
Well, surely not. But we'll find out next time on Goonies World.